Hello all, welcome to this video. In this video we are going to solve one of the important questions of lab programs that is related to strings. And if you look at the question, you can clearly see that we have got two strings. One is S1 and another is S2. S1 is nothing but flowers and S2 is are beautiful. Okay. Now here what are the questions? There are four sub questions in this particular question. First thing is we need to find the length of S1. Length of S1 means you are going to find how many characters are there in this particular string. And the second one, this is the first one. This is second one, concatenate S1 and S2. Flowers are beautiful. We need to have both of them together. Okay. And third one, we are going to extract substring LOW from S1. Right? We are going to extract what? Substring. Substring means if you look at flowers word, there is FOFLO. This is also a substring of flowers, but they are asking us to extract LOW from flowers. If you observe this part, LOW, we need to extract this LOW from this S1. And then the last question is find R in S2. First task is to find R in S2 and replace it with is. You need to find R in a S2 and you are going to replace it with is. Means you are going to make it is beautiful. Fine. Now we'll go for coding. Before going for coding, I want to explain the code that we have written. Each and every line I'll be explaining and each function will be explained in a right manner. If you have got any issues about the code, you can put it in the comment section below. Now coming to the first part, and that is header files. We are going to import two header files, stdio.h. This is used for using printf function, and this is used for using this is imported for using functions of strings. You will see later what are the string functions that are included in this particular header file. Now coming to the first part, see, before going to solve any of the questions, you need some things in prior. The first one is S1. S1 is actually a string, so you are going to declare it as character and array of characters, that is S1, and this is array of characters, and you are going to write all the characters that are present in the string. In this way the strings are declared here. If you look at the second one, whatever is given in the question we are going to declare according to that. Okay. And now if you look at the next part, here we are declaring a concatenated string which is going to have 50 as its size, and this is also character. It means concatenated is also going to be a string which may contain 50 characters. Okay, this is called buffer. Buffer is nothing but a small space for doing some work. Okay, now if you look at the first question, in the first question they are asking us to find the length of S1. To find the length of S1, we are going to use an inbuilt function called as strlen, string length S1. See, string length is going to take one parameter, that is S1. Whatever you pass here, this particular function will calculate the number of characters present in this particular string. So in this case, S1 is nothing but flowers. So it is going to give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is going to give you 7 as output. If you look at this is long int unsigned long int, This is to print. If you want, you can use %d, not a problem. Okay. If you go to the second question, here we are going to concatenate S1 and S2. For concatenating them, we require a third string. That's why we have declared a third string here, that concatenated. And if you look at the first step in this particular question, you are going to copy whatever is there in S1 first. Now concatenated will become flowers. Okay. The first stage you see concatenated become flowers, and in the second part we are going to give a space. See, whenever you are concatenating the strings, you should make sure that you have got a space after each word, otherwise it will be very to difficult to read it. Now if you see, first one you are going to copy this particular string, and then you are going to give a space, and then after that, if you look at this, there are two different functions. One is string copy. This is strcpy is string copy. strcat is nothing but string concatenate, and again string concatenate. If you observe this part, here we are going to copy s1 to this concatenated, right? After that, we are going to give, after flowers we are going to give a space, and then after that we are going to write s2 string. Okay, that's what is being done here. String copy, string concat, and then at the end we are going to print the output. Fine. We'll go for the third one. Extract substring low. See, when you extract, you need to copy it in another string. So I am going to declare another string, and string declaration is, you are going to write data type as character, and then the variable name. It is not that it has to be with the substring name only. You can write your own name if you want, and then you are going to mention the size. If you don't mention size also is fine, but since we are going to extract only low, we know what is the size of this particular string. It can be at max 3, but we are declaring it as 4 because we need one more character in the end. You will know what is that. Now if you observe this string copy, if you want to extract a particular substring from another string, you need to copy part of the string in another string. That's why we are going to use string copy. Substring, in this particular string I am going to add s1 plus 1. It means s1 is nothing but the starting address of the s1 string. S1 is starting address. Already I have told you S1 is nothing but a pointer to the first character. Right. So S1 plus 1, S1 plus 1 will give you in flowers. In flowers, this is going to be S1. S1 plus 1 will give you L, and then S1 plus 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, it will give you W. So LOW is extracted and it is written in substring. Fine. And we are going to copy, you can see, index 1 to index 3 characters. Fine. 0, 1, 2, 3. Fine. And at the end, in the substring, the third character is going to be what? A null character, because every string in C programming ends with a null character. It is /0. This is /0, not /o. Okay. And we are going to print the substring. For printing the string, you know that you will be using format specifier as %s. Fine. We'll go for the next one. That is the fourth question. We are going to replace R with is in S2. And that's why we are going to declare a string again. This is just a space for a modified string. If string copy, we are going to copy a string s2, and we are going to find, we are going to compare this particular string with this, right? And then if it is equal to 0, you know that string compare will return a variable. A string compare will return a number. If that number is 0, if the value, if these both strings are same, and then it is going to return 0. If they are not same, it will either return minus values or plus values. Okay, if you want, you can check. And then this is because it is going to check whether r is present from 0 to 3 or not. 0 1 2, from here to here. If r is present, are in the string, then it is going to return 0. If it is present, then what we are going to do, we are going to, this is for checking the first condition, whether r is present or not. If r is present, then only we are going to execute this part. And here we are going to have string copy modified is. I'm going to copy this is in the modified, and after that in this we are going to append the rest of s2. See, for appending what you require, we require two strings. The first string is modified 2, that is declared here, and then next one is the address from where a string is going to be added, that is s2 plus 3. Means if you look at the s2 part, what is s2? s2 is equal to r beau, are beautiful, right? This is 0, this is first, this is second, this is third. From third, this is going to copy this part and write it after is. Is beautiful, beautiful, is beautiful will become modified string 2, right? And this should be our output. And thus, see, if there is no r in our string, then we are going to execute this else part, and we are going to show no change. And here we are going to print modified string 2 percentage yes and modified s2, and return 0, because this function is declared with the return type int. Fine. This is the explanation of the first code. Now we'll go for the execution of the code. If you look at this, I have written the same thing that I have explained there. I have got header files, I have got main function. In the main function, I have declared two strings as given in the question, and I have also declared a new variable called as concatenated. And then in the first question, finding the string length of s1. Okay, and then string copy, this is for concatenating s1 and s2. First you copy s1 in concatenated, and after that you concatenate a space for better readability, and then you are going to concatenate s2 and print it. Fine. We'll go to the third question. Here we are going to extract LOW from flower, and here I am declaring 4 because of LOW, low, 3 characters, and at the end a null terminator. Okay, and we are going to first copy string copy, and this is the starting address of the character that we want to copy, and this is the ending address of the character that we want to copy. Fine. And then we are going to add a null character at the end, and we are going to print it. Fine. And in the fourth part, you can see string compare. We are going to compare the first 3 characters with r of s2, and after comparing, if you get answer as 0, it means that s2 contains are string. And we are going to compare, we are going to copy this particular is into our modified string 2, and then later we are going to append the other parts of s2. If r is not present, we are going to print no change, and then at the end we are going to print modified s2. Now we'll quickly execute this code. gcc string manipulation dot c, no errors, dot slash a. You can see clearly length of s1 is 7, concatenation is flowers are beautiful, extracted substring is LOW, modified s2 is beautiful. Okay, this is the end of first program. Thank you.